we got a lot of stuff to go through today. We are back with another episode of trying to find the best Chinese food in our area. We still have not left Garfield, New Jersey, and there is still one restaurant left after this one. But this one is it's the second lowest rated restaurant so far. Google reviews are notoriously skewed in the positive direction for whatever reason. Around here, it's very hard to find a Chinese food place that has less than a 4. This place has a 3.1 and a pretty decent amount of reviews. So that's what we have on the agenda today. This place is known as Fortune China. It is located in Garfield, New Jersey. As far as the location goes, I'm not sure what to think about this. It's in a part of town. Right across the street was an empanada shop and a barber shop. The empanada shop I might have to check out because it's a whole shop just that does empanadas. That sounds like something that would be up my alley. They also had the faded menu, and as most places ever since 2020, they had the glass partitioning people off. But before anybody gets weird, the glass was not bulletproof. It's not the hood. It's just hood adjacent. And as always, we have our normal same meals with wild cards. But this time I have to throw an asterisk because there's no way I wasn't gonna get the second wild card. They have a seafood boil. I'm walking and I see a sign that says seafood boil. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna get one. So I actually sat there and waited for them to make the damn boil. $20, it's all in this bag. $20 for a seafood boil from a Chinese food place could be highly questionable, but also could be pretty good. So drop a thumbs up. You guys already know the vibes. Let's get into this video. First things first, we start with the same thing we always start with, which is the crab rangoon / cheese wonton. Some places don't serve crab rangoon and they have cheese wonton instead, which is pretty much the same thing minus the crab. So third place in a row, we have the Dorito shape wonton, and this one looks like it might, I cleaned my counters. This one looks like it might have a little more filling than the other one, but also the booty on this is super pale. I don't mind a pale booty in certain occasions, but I prefer my booties darker, okay? Some people may like this, and I'm just gonna say this pretty flat out. There's nothing wrong with what they did. It's just not my cup of tea. I've said this every single time. I prefer my rangoon or cheese wonton a little more of a scallion taste and a little lighter on the sweet. This is sweet with no scallion. It is like literally the polar opposite of what I personally look for. Other people may think it's delicious, but they do have some sweet and sour here. So we are going to see if this is any good together. I will say this. It's crispy, even though the booty is a little pale. It's still crispy and not undercooked. It's just not to my liking personally. So other people may think this is way better, but I'll give them credit for the fact there's nothing wrong with them on a general note. And I'm gonna give this a slightly below average instead of like horrible, even though I'm not gonna eat another one, and give it a 4 out of 10. Again, if you like the sweeter ones, you'll probably love these, but I just personally don't. It's not really their fault, you know what I'm saying? So I feel bad, but you know, I gotta be honest about my own taste buds. Next up is our wild card, because we start with that for whatever reason. Last video, I'm trying to keep the same format. So we did the Young Chow fried rice again, even though we got the yellow rice in the combination platter. For people who aren't aware, in the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, most of the rice that comes with our Chinese food fried rice, pork fried rice, is yellow. A lot of other places, they say that it's a different color. Now, according to some of you guys, also, I've had people in Florida and Pennsylvania, in neighboring areas from those states saying theirs is also yellow. But I found that around here, if you order Young Chow fried rice, which is in one of these, that you get that white rice that's cooked in the soy that you would get at like a hibachi place. So I did get that, and then an order, because I got salt and pepper wings that were real last time. I don't know which one this is, to be honest. I think this one's the rice, so. I got my wild card. Open it. Dang. These are General Tso's wings this time. So I saw this on the menu. I said immediately, we're going to get onto that. And then this one should be, honestly, that doesn't look very appetizing, but we're going to try it anyway. This one is the Young Chow fried rice. As you can see, it is not yellow, but it's also not brown. Now, I know some people like to do the specifying orders and say, you know, extra brown or extra this or extra that, and I completely get it because you're ordering for a meal, but I'm trying to do everything without making a lot of changes to their regular menu so that it's a more clear indicator. This way, there's no bias from one place to the next. So let's start off with these General Tso's wings. Now, you get 4 in an order. Their wings are, they have Chinese chicken wings and then these wings, which are a lot smaller, but here we go. General Tso's wings. These wings are the sauce. I'm still waiting for the spicy. There it is. It's not much, but it's there. There's not a lot of meat on these wings, though. I believe this order costs like 9 and change. So, like, look at the amount of meat that is on this wing right here. And this counts for a whole wing. Again, I'm not saying every place has to have Mondo wings, but these are smaller than almost every place I've done so far. They're cooked okay. It's kind of crispy on the outside. Even though it's still sitting there in the sauce, which isn't bad. Wipe my hands. And the sauce, again, compared to most places, it's even sweeter than that. I would put it on a sweetness scale from 1 to 5, like a 4. And on a spicy scale from 1 to 5, like a 2. So there's like a hint of spice, but not enough. For $9, getting something that's like this meatless, again, they're just super small. I don't think it's worth ordering. They're not bad, though. I do like that the sauce is a little thicker than some places because it's coating the wing pretty well. It wouldn't be something that I would get again, but I wouldn't like say this is disgusting or wouldn't eat it. Just for the reasons that I said, I just think there's better options than this. But I'll give it a 5 out of 10. And then we have, wipe my hand again, the Young Chow fried rice. I'm at home. I can get a spoon. I don't want this much better. So now we got the Young Chow fried rice. Let's get in here. Big old scoop. There's red onion in here. I'm gonna level with you. There's also egg in here, and looks like some corn and peas, like mixed vegetables. I'm trying to try a little bit of everything. And then there's some shrimp. I've only gotten Young Chow fried rice from 2 places. That, compared to the other place, is really lacking in flavor. It almost feels lazy, to be honest. Like, there's barely any soy sauce in it, but there's a good amount of the vegetables and stuff. The red onion, I know I wasn't crazy. It is a little weird, but at least it adds something to it. Let me try to get something from the bottom here. This is the type of food that if you order from Chinese food, I would be like, am I sick? Because I don't taste anything. It's really flavorless. Now, you could sit here and throw some sauces on it and freak it, and you probably still, I can't say that, Puffy, you ruined everything. And it could still be edible, but again, compared to the other place, it doesn't taste like anything. At all. I hope they pick this up in the second half because I can see where the 3 rating is coming from. I'm going to also give this a 4 out of 10. Next up, we got Old Faithful. We got the combo platter with the pork fried rice. And of course, the egg roll. This is just your regular roast pork egg roll this time. Last time we got the beef egg roll, but this one is just roast pork. Just looking at that little bit of acne on this, that looks like it's a good fry on this. It just matters what it tastes like on the inside. Damn. I'm gonna get one more. I'm gonna go in for the General Tso's. There we go. The General sauce isn't bad. It's one of those things. Egg rolls is almost like pizza for me. You have to really be horrible for me not to eat this. Like, if I dunk this in sauce, I'm still gonna eat it. But again, this is more of a comparison to other egg rolls that I've had. And in that comparison, this isn't very good. I am still chewing the wrapper. The outside had a little acne. They had me in the first half. But when you get to the inside of this thing, it is like chewy. I don't know if you could tell when I was biting it, but I was struggling to rip it off. And then the inside looks like there's a ton of pork in here. This is like deceiving. And you look and you see it and you're like, okay, there's a ton of pork. This is about to hit. It doesn't taste like anything. Even the pork doesn't taste like anything. Flavorless pork is hard to do. If I didn't try the General sauce, you would think that I would feel like, okay, am I getting sick? Because I don't taste anything. Which is crazy. But even with all that being said, I would still eat this egg roll. But comparing it to any other egg roll, I would give it a 2 out of 10. Like, it's not great at all compared to other stuff. But again, similar to pizza, you give me a microwave Lunchables pizza, I'll probably still eat it. I would definitely still eat this egg roll. First, let's start with the General Tso's chicken. Honestly, that's not bad. And the General sauce on here tastes a lot different than the one they put on the wings for whatever reason. There's almost a peppery note in there that kind of wakes it up a little bit. And it's not bad. Also, they're the first place I've seen that does the combo platter that actually has a partition here in the middle. I don't really know how I feel about that, because if I'm really just eating this, like, I gotta start mixing and I gotta go from each side to each side. But I do think it's cool, because then you could get, like, scoop it out in a plate and do what you want to. Maybe somebody don't like fried rice or whatever. A little partition. Hold up, let's try the fried rice by itself. Extra yellow for all my people out there that don't know. The yellow one's actually, this is good. This has flavor. But weirdly enough, this doesn't taste like fried rice. It just tastes like yellow rice. It doesn't taste like you put it in the fryer at all. Like in the wok. But it's good. Look, okay. I'll be real. The side of Garfield that this is on is very, very Hispanic. Like, a lot of Hispanic people. It's across the street from Empanada Place. I used to get my hair cut at the barbershop over there, I swear to God. And it's still there. All Dominicans. Don't act, look, if you're from this area, Dominicans can cut hair, bro, okay? They got the same hair as me. This almost tastes like Goya. It's good, though. It's not fried rice, but it's good. This meal, if I would have started with this, I'd have been onto something. Their sauce on this one, spicy, is about a 3 on the spicy scale. And again, it's about a 4 on the sweet scale, but it mixes really well with this Goya. It's not fried rice, but hey, I'm not mad at it. There's a way to tell that your Chinese food spot is in a Hispanic area, at least where I'm from. If you look on the menu, this one does, and they have platanos, they had fried plantains. Like, they do that a lot of those places. On their American menu, they'll have chicken and they'll have platanos. So, this place did. This, texturally, at least it's chicken in there, and it's even crispy. Easily the best thing served at this place. Like, I would eat this. If I was saving anything that I've had so far, it would definitely be this. I like the sauce, I like the Goya, and I like the chicken. The rice, if I'm saying this is fried rice, it gets a 5. Maybe even a 4. But just add some damn rice, I'd give it a 7. It's good. And the chicken, I think, is one of the better ones I've had so far, honestly. And I would give it an 8. It's like one of the few ones that's actually crispy and good sauce and good chicken. Like, I'm getting crispy pieces in here. How do I save this? Next up, we have what I always have to get, bro. The Singapore Mei Fun. I feel like I need to just put up one of those, like, explainer caption boxes. Rice noodles in a curry with all of the proteins at Chinese food places. So there's chicken, pork, shrimp, sometimes beef, and then there's vegetables. And it's in a light curry sauce. Now, this shouldn't be wet. It should be more of a, like, powder that's on this with a little bit of oil, but not too much. It's one of my favorite dishes. A lot of y'all have tried it, and you've given me credit for it. Thank you, because I didn't know it existed until I saw it on a Food Network one day, and I was like, I gotta try this. That's how I found out. But anyway. Not the best one I've had. The curry's a little mild, and it's not spicy, but the consistency of the noodles is on point, and all the proteins and everything, it's got a nice flavor. It just doesn't have enough of that spicy curry flavor that comes in Singapore Mei Fun. But it still tastes good. Again, I feel like they definitely changed this to fit their target demographic. There's almost a, like, chicken base in here. Like, Knorr's bouillon. That taste. It's in there with the curry. But again, it's freaking good. It's just not Singapore Mei Fun. It's like Santo Domingo roof, man. I like it, bro. It's like Santo Domingo Mei Fun. I ain't mad at it, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Shout out to my Dominicans, man. I love y'all, bro. I grew up around a lot of Dominican people, so we vibe. What? It tastes like that. For real. It tastes like somebody mom made this. Was like, I got a recipe, but I changed it a little bit, and I'm not mad at it. It's good. It's not Singapore Mei Fun. I don't care though. It's like San Pedro de Macorís. It look like, it just tastes like it come with like the green club crackers. So I love that, man. Sorry, shout out to my Dominicans, man. It's good though. Again, I described the flavors. I almost have to give this 2 separate ratings. This is why, because this is hood adjacent, but it's not the hood. Hood Chinese food places be the best, because they be changing stuff to fit, and I like that. Anyway, if I'm rating this on a Singapore Mei Fun scale, it gets a 6.5 out of 10. Because it doesn't taste like Singapore Mei Fun. But everything else about it is cool. If I'm just rating this as a dish, I give this a 7.5 out of 10. I would 1000% order this again if I wasn't in the mood for Singapore Mei Fun, but I just wanted something. Like if I went to this place, General Tso's with this W meal. Everything else was highly questionable. Which is why we're about to get into a freaking seafood boil. Let me get a little, they got Tall Boys, a Coke Zero there. W. You don't see Tall Boys too often. Tall Boy. A seafood boil at a not so highly rated Chinese food restaurant. Cajun seafood boil. This costs $21. It says it comes with mussels, shrimp, crab, corn, and potatoes. And also comes with white rice. Let's try it. I did not do that on purpose. Whatever. Alright. Well, here we go. Let's try. The first thing I notice, there's no jugo in this. There's hardly any juice. Usually this thing is like soaked and stuff, but again, let's see. Looks like there's some garlic on here. It says it's Cajun. And then there's some potatoes, shrimp, corn, mussels. This looks really questionable, I'm not gonna lie. Sausage, oh boy. This is why the job is the job. Let's try it with the sausage. Y'all could have cooked that, like, they just stuck this in boiling water. Alright, let's try the shrimp. This is, listen, the job is the job, man. You can't change the job. The one side of this shrimp is stuck. It's stuck, man. It's stuck. It's stuck. There's no sauce with this, bro. I had to try it. You already know, man. This is questionable, but yeah. They deveined it. Got that going for them, which is nice. It's hard to get this damn tail off. Here's the shrimp. I don't know how far this is gonna go. I'm gonna be honest with you. Wow. Nope. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm not eating this. It's a bad idea. Like, there's a clam here, and everything just looks highly questionable, and there's some, like, this just, do not get this. And how does it taste? Like crap. I'll try the corn. I'll try the corn. You gotta be ashamed of yourself. To call this Cajun, to call this a boil, to call this anything. The only thing I can say about this is it's not that expensive. Other than that, the sausage, the potatoes look weird. The shrimp tasted weird. You know I'll be trying to be positive, bro, but do not order this. You've been warned. I award you no points. None. No rating. Couldn't eat it. Could have just lit my money on fire. I can't even give that to nobody. Can't do it. So there's a very high probability that this is old. Like, it's on the window, so it's advertised, but maybe a lot of people don't order it, and there's a very high probability that this is probably like, they was like, we gotta make it. He ordered it. And they did. Because it's not good at all. As far as the restaurant goes, there were 2 things on the menu that were pretty good. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty much what you think it is. Again, we're trying every single one of these, so not all of them is going to be good. Every other restaurant that I've been to, I would pick over this one. Even though 2 of the dishes were decent, like, it's just, again, this completely, if they serve this, like, you got to be careful about what you know what I mean? So I'm just going to keep it a buck. But this is why it's called Best Chinese. We're looking for it. We're giving every single one of these restaurants a chance. I'm doing every single restaurant that I can find from town to town. That's what we're going to do. So, yeah. I got to go watch the Giants play. I don't know if it'll be the shrimp or the Giants that'll make me sick to my stomach. But that's what we do here. But I love y'all, man. That was fun. This is why we make the content. This is what we do. Not everything's going to be great. And that's the whole point. So, we'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, more content. I'm fine, bro. I love y'all. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.